other side that's really leading you guys to not be able to take advantage of the opportunity?
Well, obviously, we talked about yesterday, give those guys credit. And they got through the ball good. It was, I think you could see early on, it was going to be a tough day to score. I think just with start off with the shadow, you see where it was at early in the game. You knew it was only going to get worse as the game went on, and it was going to be tough to get a run. I think I looked over at Trey early on and said it's going to be a fast game, and those two guys. So, you know, obviously we had a couple of chances, the base level situation, and weren't able to capitalize there. Didn't have a whole lot of chances, but we had a few. So you know, give them some credit, and also we just kind of, we got to be able to execute with third.
Do you have the result on Hanley's X-ray?
They told me negative, so I don't know what that means at this point. You know, that was during the game. I didn't have a chance to kind of go into it. I was kind of assuming, which I probably shouldn't do, that if it's negative, it's going to be as if he can move and be able to swing the bat, and he'd be able to play. So I don't know where that's going to go.
Again, right in front.
Tony, can you talk about the way Puig has performed at the plate? It seems on the one hand like his plate discipline has been really good, but on the other hand, when he swings, the results are just not there.
See, you know, obviously he's frustrated, I think, and Yachty back there does a good job of yo-yoing, you know, showing him enough breaking balls, and then showing him fastball, and then he's back to breaking, you know. So Yachty's doing a nice job with him as far as, you know, yo-yoing back and forth and keeping him kind of in the rocket chair. And that's where I think we see his inexperience kind of come up, you know, how to handle what's going on and what he's looking for. So, but him at any moment, you know, you look like any moment, any swing has a chance to tie that game up or, you know, be a big hit. So they did a nice job with him. I think he's a little frustrated.
Tom, your good thoughts now on using Greinke on 3 days rest?
We haven't talked, not even once, on using Zach. So on short rest. You know, we need to go back home. We get a day off tomorrow. They say in the NBA the playoffs don't start until you lose one at home. So, you know, we're hoping to be able to regroup. It doesn't get any easier for us in Wainwright. Our guy's pretty good too. So we'll try to regroup and put it back together in LA.
Don, you commented a little bit about how it's going to be a fast game, but in terms of being 1 for 16 with runners in scoring position through these first two games, how concerned are you at this point after these first two?
Oh, I can't put two together. We talk about turning the page all the time, so you're going to tell me 1 for 16. But the 10 yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Those are gone. And so, you know, today we had our chances too. 3 of those are what, Miami, I think. So, I mean, I can always be concerned, but you know, each game changes. And when you flip the page, their guys good today. I knew nobody was going to be seeing the ball good today, and it was going to be tough over there.
Yeah, you all resurgence last summer started when Hanley showed up. How much of a hole is it in your lineup?
Well, I mean, it doesn't make us better, that's for sure. This guy, I've talked about him so much. I feel like he's one of the best players in the game, and you know, we go from losing Hanley, but we really don't have Dre today either. So our lineup changes when we take a couple of guys out. It leaves Adrian vulnerable. They're not going to pitch too much. So obviously, we're not going to be as good without him as we are with him.
John, to hit like or not hit like you have these 2 games and see Wainwright the next game, is it tough to not feel a sense that you're being overwhelmed, or is that being too strong?
No, I mean, our guys can pitch. So we look at what they've been able to do to us, but we've been pretty good too. They're not exactly going out throwing 6 or 8 runs up on us. So it's a matter of us, what we talked about last series and what we talked about in this series is a matter about getting the outs when you need them and being able to get that key hit. And this, you know, the series up to this point, we haven't got the key hit. And we weren't able to put the run up when we needed it. If we get 2 key hits over the last 2 days, we win 2. We're walking out of here up 2 now. Didn't happen, so we're walking out of here down.
Last night, it was Hanley got attention twice, and it's, in big situations, and then today it was Adrian. Is that just our, part of club baseball, when, you get the best, your best players, or is it, frustrating in a way to see, them, going down to first base and not getting a chance?
Well, I think it's certain times of the year, and, in any game probably, you're going to go with the matchup, and you're not going to face Adrian in the spots with an open base. So, it's where you miss. If Hanley's there, they walk Hanley and they pitch to Adrian, or vice versa. So that's where you miss Hanley today. Is that's his spot, and if they want to walk Hanley at that point, then they got to deal with Adrian. And so it's different. They're able to walk Adrian and get to the kid and frustrate him.
Last couple.
Don, can you talk about taking out Ben Kershaw at the season?
Well, it wasn't any fun taking him out, honestly, when he was pitching, but I think it was our last chance we had to get a guy in scoring position. And our bullpen did a nice job, so it's one of the toughest things you have to do is to take him out, because you feel like he's throwing zeros the rest of the day, and you're going to have a chance to score. But at the same time, you're down to 7 outs, and they bring the lefty, and you feel like you're just giving an out away if you let him hit. And really, it didn't work out in the end, but it did work